What's poppin', everybody? This is Wolf94. Welcome to the new format. We're going to be updating our Nidoqueen deck, see how it's going to fare with the new standard format. Probably not very well because it's all about the tag team GXs right now, the way the card pool is. It's all about lightning decks, psychic decks, and fire decks that have the most support. But we're going to see what we can do. I had to make a few changes with the deck, with the rotation. It hasn't changed too much, but there are some significant changes to the Pokemon and to the trainers, of course. So the main Pokemon of the deck is still, of course, going to be this Nidoqueen from Team Up. This Pokemon is an excellent Stage 2, and it has really the biggest potential when it comes to regular Stage 2 DXs, Stage 2 Pokemon, regular Stage 2 Pokemon, in my opinion. As if you fill your bench with evolved Pokemon, Power Lariat can get one-hit knockouts on them. Queen's Call is going to help you out, searching any Pokemon, any non-GX Pokemon or EX Pokemon into your hand. 160 HP, Psychic Pokemon, searchable with Mysterious Treasures. Remember what I said? Psychic, Fire, and Lightning Pokemon that have the most support. So we have that piece of the puzzle. So 3 of these, and the 4 Nidoran to get this out. Call for Family, useful in the beginning. Could search as a few Pokemon. And 1 Nidorina, still 1 Nidorina as a Stage 1. And in extreme situations, maybe Family Rescue can come up, but not very likely. Okay, then we go to the Pidgeotto line. Pidgeotto line is still quite similar, but it has changed a little bit. Before I was running a max amount of Pidgeottos and Pidgeys, but now we dropped it into a 3-3, 3 Pidgey and 3 Pidgeotto. With Airmail, this Pidgeotto is excellent, letting us reveal the 2 top cards of our deck, add 1 of them. It's just an excellent Pokemon, easy to get out because of Professor Elm, 60 HP. Get a bunch of evolved Pokemon, a bunch of Pidgeottos with this little combo, and then your Nidoqueen can start attacking for high damage. Don't make the mistake that the Jimmy Pandavris made in the World Championship running the 50 HP one. The 60 HP one is the good one. That's the one I've always been running. Yeah, you don't have that draw attack that can be handy, but the 60 HP is more important. HP is usually more important most of the time. And quick attack isn't that bad either. I mean, you're never going to attack with this Pidgey. But yeah, the 60 HP one is the way to go. So the reason this is a 3-3 line is because I had to squeeze in Malamar again. Before the Triple Acceleration Energy came out, I was running a 1-1 Malamar line to help us out because DC wasn't enough. After Triple Acceleration Energy, I dropped Malamar completely. It wasn't necessary. The Triple Acceleration Energies, DCs, and just the manual Psychic Energies was good enough. But we had to put this guy in again and put him at put 2 spots too, because I Triple Acceleration Energy, you might be able to be good with it, get by with it, but without DC, you only have 4 reliable energies and you discard them at the end. So I feel like you can't rely on them completely. So I had to sacrifice a little bit of the Pidgeotto line and squeeze this guy in. Just a 1 in K because we run the 1 Ditto 2. This can be either a Pidgey or either an in-K, or it can even be like a Nidoran if I evolve into Nidorina. So it's pretty flexible. Running it like this I think is the best. I really don't want to run Malamar, to be honest, because I really just love the consistency Pidgeotto gives me and the ease of that Pokemon. We can grab it with Elm. Sometimes, one of these might be prized, or even worse too. So when you have to use your Elm and you can only get like 1 Pidgeotto, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. 3 line is still pretty good. Like I've said, we had to make some sacrifices. Okay, so 18 Pokemon. Now, for consistency, searching out those Pokemon, you max out the Mysterious Treasure. This is more important than ever now, without Nest Ball and without other methods to search out basic Pokemon. With this, we can get any Psychic or Dragon Pokemon, so guaranteed to get those Nidorants, guaranteed to get that Nidoqueen in hand, search it out when we're ready to evolve. Very, very good card. And it's because of cards like these, like, Lightning, they have the electromagnetic radar, Fire, they've got the Wilders. Like, you need consistency cards to get going, and the types that have the most of them right now. The most support are these three. All right. Next up, well, not very much other balls and Pokemon searching, honestly. I've got this lure ball here. Lure ball. Damn, having to say that word. But this card didn't see much play before when Rescue Stretcher was around. That card sort of took the spotlight because it was much more flexible. You could get any Pokemon in the hand, or get any Pokemon back in the deck. So really good. This one is a flip a coin card, which is already kind of but if you get a bunch of heads, we will be able to get a bunch of evolved Pokemon into the hand. So this can be handy. It gives me an opportunity to recycle more than one Nidoqueen. It gives me the opportunity to get Pidgeottos, get even the Malamars if we discard them. So it's a nice little card, the best replacement for Rescue Stretcher. We won't be able to get back anything, but it's a good card. It can finally see some play now that Rescue Stretcher isn't around for evolution decks. I got my 3 whistles here. Most people would run Acrobike. I understand the benefits and why people would rather run Acrobike, but I don't like Acrobike too much. I run it in certain decks, but I like this Judge Whistle better. It's just straight draw. Yeah, you don't get to control exactly what you want to draw. With Acrobike, it gives you a little bit of that control, but I don't want to discard valuable resources and stuff. So since I'm always paranoid, Judge Whistle is better for me. So 3 of these for a little bit of draw power, a little bit of deck thinning. We kind of have a lot of space now in these decks since we don't have all of the techs we used to. We used to have like the Field Blowers, the Choice Bands, Rescue Stretcher, all these cards. So there's space. Next up, I got this Poke Gear. Search out those supporters into your hand. We run a big line of supporters, so this will be live most of the time. And the card that you still want to see turn 1 will be this Professor Elm, maxing this guy out because it can get you those valuable basics really fast. Search out those Pidgeys, those Pidgeottos, get your engine going. It's just perfect. So this is why this guy's maxed out, and I even run the Poke Gear to increase our chances of seeing that even more. Alright, got the rare candies too. Still gotta have, you still need to run these, of course, get your stage 2 out quickly. Double switch, good tech card, run it. And one of the U-turn boards. This card is much better than a skateboard. Skateboard, right? Yeah, man, I'm losing my mind. But because you don't really, since we're not running Jirachi, I don't have to worry about the sleeping effect too much. So this, if somehow my opponent discards it, we can get it back, reuse it. So it's kind of better. And that's pretty much it. The rest is just the stadiums and the supporters. Our stadiums are going to be the 2 Shrine of Punishments. Same stadium as before. This card is fantastic against, if you're using anti-meta decks. It's going to be even more important now that we don't have the Choice Band. Hopefully this sticks so that your opponent gets those damage counters on their GX Pokemon and they get softened up to get a one-hit knockout, because the thing is, Nidoqueen, she's gonna find it even more difficult to get those one-hit KOs now. Remember, we need like a full bench of evolved Pokemon to do like 260 damage, and more than likely, you usually have 4 Pokemon out, not 5, so that just drops down even more. And without Choice Band, it's very difficult to get those one-hit knockouts. So this is, like, the Shrine is even more important. Like, to be honest, I think I maybe should have made more of an effort to put more in here, like have a 3rd one. Yeah, now that I think about it, maybe we'll try out. But the deck works the way I have it now, so we'll see. So 2 Shrine of Punishment, and then the rest is the supporters. Already talked about Professor Elm, very important. If we don't see this, seeing Lily turn 1 is good too. Just general draw with that plus, draw until you have 8, and hopefully we see our basics that way. So 2 of her, maxing out the Cynthia, self-explanatory, and then I gotta have the 1 Erica. This is pretty good. You build up a big hand with Pidgeotto, so if you don't see this sort of early or at the right time, it becomes dead later on. But I'm still running it. There's a big lag of supporters now, even more with the rotation. And Tate and Liza, this one is still pretty good. Drawing to have 5, shuffle and draw to have shuffle and draw 5 cards. And the switching effect is always handy, so I like it. One of them. And this is pretty much it. The 4 triple acceleration energies are basically MVP. You have to run maximum amount. You want to be digging for them with the Pidgeottos. You will want to see them because it's an instant way for Nidoqueen to attack and get those valuable knockouts. And then the rest is Psychic Energy. You know, if you discard a few with Mysterious Treasure, or maybe you have one on your Nidoran when you use Call for Family in the beginning, and then it died, the Psychic Energy goes there. Just a few Psychic Energies for Malamar to get them back. It really is the only way. I thought about maybe using something like, I don't know, like Tapu Koko Prism. Maybe that'd be something. But to be honest, I don't want to run any non-evolved Pokemon in this deck. All of the Pokemon here evolve. All the basic Pokemon. Because I do want to have that chance to, if I can do 260, do 260 with Nidoqueen. That's just my philosophy. But this is the deck, guys. Not many changes. I think this might be like the 3rd deck profile of this deck I've posted so far. I think anyway, I'm not sure. It might be like the 3rd or 2nd. But it's all about getting the Nidoqueen out as soon as possible. Once you get her out with Queen's Call, she's going to help you out and get your other evolved Pokemon. You know, get a Nidoqueen, then get another Nidoqueen. Keep searching, keep adding. Get your evolved Pokemon out. And then she's going to hit for one-hit knockouts. With Pidgeottos, you can dig for your other pieces, and most importantly the triple acceleration energies, and this is also a very important card. It's the best way to run Nidoqueen in my opinion with Pidgeotto. And the Malamar isn't really wanted, but it's needed to help us get a few Psychic Energies. Otherwise Nidoqueen will be too slow to attack. Right. So this is the deck, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be posting matches, of course, and we'll see if this deck can be kind of decent. If it can get some significant KOs and some GX Pokemon. We'll find out. If I win a few games, I'll be happy with it. But if you want to run it, this is one of the best ways to run it, in my opinion. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys subscribe. Leave a like and share this video with your friends. And I'll see you guys on the matches. SaberWolf94. What's up?